All right, guys, today we got the kettle bar. I'm going to show you another nice short circuit, but it's with the double kettle bars. Obviously, I've got one in each hand. So with the double kettle bar, we want to be just a little bit more careful and aware because we've got things moving freely in different and opposite directions oftentimes, so you could throw your balance off quickly. We want to just be aware. Always make sure that your feet are in a nice stable position so that your center of gravity can always maintain whatever movement the weights are going to move in, okay? When we're doing doubles, you need to play with the height depending on the type of exercises that you have. Right now I have the kettle bars set at a moderate height. They're kind of in the middle of what they're capable of, just for the type of exercises that I'm going to be doing today. Also, I want you to notice as I go through, I will be changing my hand positions on the handles, sometimes on the top, sometimes center post, and sometimes off on the outer loops, depending on what the exercise is. I'll try to call those out so you can actually see what is maybe a preferred position, all right? One of the things that is always cool about the kettle bar is it's full of opportunities to experiment and try new things that work best for you or that you just have fun with. All right, so we're gonna start, and I'll start at the bell here. We're gonna start with very simple, kind of almost a warm-up, but we refer to it as a ladder climb. It's just a simple alternation, and I'm not really into the push or the pull because I spend a little bit of time in each one of those, all right? So I got a little bit of a push, a little bit of the pull back to the center 90-degree stance. My feet are just stable off of the base of the plates. All right, the next thing I'm gonna do is gonna be what we call the butterfly. So imagine the butterfly in swimming. I'm gonna use the center post. I'm gonna put my feet on the base plates and I'm gonna reach out and come around, and as I bend and flex out through the hip, I'm going to allow my hips to be the drivers in this exercise, all right? So I'm making kind of double circles and driving the up and the down out of the hip more so than the arms. So it's kind of the butterfly in swimming. I could use my hands on the sides for this as well. All right, the next thing is a squat. I'm gonna change my position to the outer loop. I'm gonna back off, and I'm just gonna go down into a squat position, and I'll start to drive these squats. Obviously, I can put a lot more weight on here now because I'm carrying 2 of the kettle bars. All right, my next thing is I'm gonna do an alternating row. I like to put one foot up in front of the other, and now I'm strictly in a pulling position. I have one extended, one retracted, and back and forth now. A nice alternating row. All right, my next move is gonna be alternating presses. I like to grab the center. I could also do the top. I'm gonna get down on one knee, and I'm gonna alternate the press. All right, the next thing is what we like to call the cross body punch. For the sake of doing this time, I'm gonna put my feet on the base and I'm gonna punch across the body like at a 45 degrees, back and forth. Now this allows my body to quickly learn how to react to both the push and the pull coming across the body. Just by changing the position of where my feet are, whether I move up closer to the plate or farther away, I can change what that exercise feels like. All right, the next is a deadlift. Deadlift very similar to the squat in terms of position, but now I'm just doing the hip flexion and extension out of the hips. All right, now I'm gonna go into the deep V, and I'm gonna have my hands on the tops for this. I can go out just a little bit in front of the base plate. Arms are straight, and now I flex in to the hip, and I'm going out at a 45 degrees with the weights. Stand up, rotate them, and go to the right. Up, and now rotate. And so my hips are going opposite of the 45-degree angle that the weight is going on the kettle bar. All right, there you go. 8 quick exercises through a short little circuit. We just did 30 seconds each. You could do those as long as you'd like, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, even a minute. The intensity is determined by you. So there's the kettle bar, short circuit with a lot of fun, with a lot of variety. Check it out, kettlebar.net.